Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Thursday edition, the special Thursday edition, the Galentine's Day edition of Disney Trivia Live. And here you have your favorite non-gals, Doobie Mosley, co-founder here of Laughing Place.
Is Galentine's Day the day before?
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea. From How I Met Your Mother, I know it is Desperation Day.
Oh, well, maybe that too. Yeah, it's the day before. So, all you people out there. So, is Galentine's Day to celebrate with your gals before you celebrate with your guy, or is it instead of Valentine's Day?
I think it probably depends on the person.
Did I say Disney Trivia Live?
Did you? I don't know.
Nikki B says, wow, not DTL. Hey, everyone. Welcome to another edition of The Morning Show, the Disney Morning Show. Featuring
the show in which we talk Disney morning on It's a Show.
All right. I'm Doobie Mosley. I'm the co-founder here at Laughing Place. I will not be celebrating Galentine's Day nor Valentine's Day for reasons that are none of your business. Over there is our executive editorial director, Kyle Burbank. How you doing, Kyle?
I'm okay. I'm also not celebrating Galentine's Day and don't really celebrate Valentine's Day.
Why don't you celebrate? I know my reasons, and I have good ones. Why don't you celebrate Valentine's Day?
I doubt you have good ones, but I have. I don't know. First of all, Becca's birthday is like 3 days beforehand, so that kind of takes precedent. And then we eat plenty of chocolate year round, so we don't need to celebrate with crappy Russell Stovers on Valentine's Day. And we don't usually buy each other gifts all that often, like once in a while, but it's more just like if we want something.
But it's not about the gift. It's not about the chocolate. It's about a romantic evening where each of you is just focused on the other.
Valentine's is the absolute worst night to go out to dinner. Yeah. Go any other night and celebrate Valentine's.
The fact that it's Friday this year, will that make it worse or better? Because I feel a lot of people will just put it off until Saturday, only one day. But
both sound terrible, and I will not be participating. But I will be going to see Captain America tonight, so that's our Valentine's Day. We're going to Alamo so we can get dinner there. It'll be lovely.
That is perfect. See, you are doing something for Valentine's Day. Here we have the two most romantic men at Laughing Place. Let's get started with the stock market. Get started with some hellos. I'm sorry. I'm so rude. Hey, Jamie++, how you doing?
While you're doing that, did you see my rant in the Discord about conversation hearts?
No, I didn't.
I mean, people talk so much about
conversation hearts, as in the candy. Yes, I did.
Yeah. Peeps and candy corn, everybody talks about how bad those are. Conversation hearts are way worse than either one.
They're not meant to be eaten, are they? That's more like a decorative thing.
We keep buying them. We keep giving them off, passing them off as candy.
So conversation hearts are the little hearts that you give off around. They just say, I love you, or you're mine.
The little bits of chalk that you give to people as a sign of your affection for some reason. Anyway, stock price.
All right, no, I got to say some hellos. Hello, Fred Ramirez. Nice to see you. Always here. JPP, always here. Schnebs, here a lot lately. Good morning. Yes, thank you, Nikki B. Good morning. Yes, we do. I hate hand hearts. You hate galentines. That's because you love Valentine's. And when I was single, I'd gather a few other single friends to have an anti-Valentine's Day dinner. And now that you're married, you laugh at those friends. All right, here comes the stock. Yesterday, it was at 118.75.
108.
Excuse me, 108.75. Big difference. Thank you. It is now at 109.44. It is up. Way to go, Disney. Up 21%, 0.21% the day. 21% would be nice. No, up 0.19% on the day.
We just astronomically inflating things for some reason.
Disney stock today is at $1,024. So if you bought one. Anyway, let's move on. Sorry. Here's Ethan.
Good morning and welcome to another LP Disney Weather Report. Rising up, back on the street. Did my time, took my chances, went the distance. Now I'm back on my feet. Just a man and his will to survive. So many times, it happens too fast. You trade your passion for glory. Don't lose your grip on the dreams of the past. You must fight just to keep them alive. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight. Rising up to the challenge of our rival. And the last known survivor stalks his prey in the night. And he's watching us all with the eye of the tiger. Let's get to the weather. Anaheim is in for a rare rainy day with showers on the radar all day and temps below 60. Walt Disney World is summeresque today with a high of 86 that will feel like 90. Plus, there's a chance for showers in the afternoon. Castaway Cay will hit a high of 77 today, but that won't come until relatively late into the afternoon. Lookout Key at Lighthouse Point will stop just shy of 80 on paper, but will experience a heat index of 84. Disneyland Paris is mostly cloudy tonight as it falls from 41 degrees to 35 before midnight. Tomorrow, Tokyo will reach 53 degrees and will have lots of sunshine. Shanghai will crack 50 tomorrow but will be cloudy, and there's a slight chance of precip in the evening. Lastly, Hong Kong will be slightly cooler tomorrow, topping out at 64 with overcast skies. And that will do it for another Disney weather update. Have a great day and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.
So happy to see you saw Paradise, Kyle. We'll
Yes.
talk a little bit later.
I spent the episode wondering what the crappy cover at the end was going to be, because we had Here I Go Again. I'm like, oh, here we go again. And then there was More Than Words.
Yeah.
So I thought it was going to be that. And then it took me by surprise with the Eye of the Tiger.
The crappy cover was actually a really good cover, I thought, in that setting, with the way they used it in that episode.
Yeah, dropping every other lyric for some reason.
The way it kicked in. Oh, that episode was great. Anyway, tomorrow, as you said, you're going to see Captain America tonight.
Yeah, sorry. Continue. We'll talk more about the show later.
Okay. You're going to see Captain America tonight, as are, hopefully for Disney, millions of other people. So tomorrow we'll take a look at the Rotten Tomatoes as its official release day. We'll also see what the audience score is. And we'll look at the box office predictions, both from Hollywood and from Kyle and I. So looking forward to that. But right now, it's Kyle's turn to get started.
Well, Doobie mentioned Galentine's Day. Well, today, surprise, Disney is celebrating Valentine's Day at Disney's Hollywood Studios. This is in anticipation for the new show Unfairly Ever After opening this summer. So now if you go to the park, while supplies last, presumably, you can get these trading cards. And if you can't go to the park and pick up your own trading cards, you can download them from the site and print them off yourself. They've also put up some artwork on the gates, and there are villains meeting. You have Maleficent, Cruella de Vil, Jafar. I know he's one of them.
Yes, there he comes.
Yes.
Yeah, if you go check that.
Yeah. And like I said, that show opens this summer, and we just learned it's going to be 40 minutes long, Doobie.
You're kidding me. So this is supposed to be a good show then. You don't do a 40-minute show that's marginal. They intend this to be a really good show.
I guess so.
You know what scares me about that? Villains Tonight on the Disney cruise ship was, major Broadway-style show. It probably was 40 minutes long. It was terrible. And I fear they are adapting that. But that is pure, reckless, hopefully incorrect speculation.
Well, also at Walt Disney World, they shared a teaser this morning for a brand new popcorn bucket coming. They didn't give us a ton of details on when or where it'll be available or how much it'll be, but it is inspired by Prince Charming's Regal Carousel. It spins, it plays music, it plays The Dream is a Wish Your Heart Makes. And let's just watch this Instagram together so you get a better idea. Look at that. It's even got a sword in the stone in front of it.
That's a great Instagram. That is not a popcorn bucket. That's a toy.
I think it's a popcorn bucket. But yeah, so that'll be available soonish. We don't know. And as Tony points out in his article, hopefully they can make a few cosmetic changes and create a Disneyland version as well. But we have no word on that.
That is very cool. I like that one.
But over at Disneyland, got some news yesterday. So I'll do a shot chaser. The good news is that they're going to be adding a new exhibit, or exhibits, they pluralize it for some reason, to the Main Street, to the Opera House, that will include images, art, and artifacts, some of which have never been seen, that will take you through Walt's dream becoming a reality and building Disneyland. And that will open alongside the new Walt show, Walt Disney on Magical Life. But the bad news is that both of those will open on July 17th, which is a 2-month delay for the animatronic show. It was supposed to open in May when the rest of the 70th celebration starts. So if you booked your travels for that first day of the 70th and you were excited to see the show, well, you're going to have to come back 2 months later.
Yeah, that's interesting. Does it actually hold popcorn? Great question. Why do I owe you a favor, Schnapps? Or, yeah. Yeah, that is, I don't know. That's sad. I always want to know, what was the plan? Did they just, let's plus this thing? Or was it, we're not going to be done, so let's do some additional stuff if we have time? How do we get here? We don't know how we get here. Back in the day, we had people to do investigative reports and give us the inside story, whether it was true or not. But I don't know who those people are anymore. So
we had people make stuff up, just create drama, and so we could be like, all right, that makes sense.
Exactly. There's a place. It's not like we're talking Middle East here. This is not important stuff. It's okay. Yes, we'll actually show up. That is the plan, right?
Yes.
All right. And speaking of Disneyland's birthday, It's a Small World is going to be getting a new verse. It's going to get a new edition. As Tony says, it's not Groot, but a new verse of the iconic song that was the last gift to the Disney studio from Disney legend Richard Sherman will be joining It's a Small World on July 17th. Richard Sherman originally presented this verse to Bob Iger in 2023 before he passed away. If you saw the 2-hour documentary event, The Untold Story of Mary Poppins, on a special edition of 2020 a couple months ago, you may recall a short film in which a new verse for the venerable Disney Park classic It's a Small World debuted. And now it is officially coming to Disneyland, which is kind of a big deal. That's kind of cool. July 17th, Disneyland's birthday. No word on if it will be moving on to other small worlds around the world.
They're also going to be showing that short in the Main Street Cinema at Disneyland on Main Street.
Very cool.
I also want to point out, Richard Sherman is a Disney legend. I don't see Michael Crabtree being a Disney legend, so somebody won that beef. Anyway, Disneyland.
I hate to tell you this, Kyle. Different Richard Sherman.
What?
Not a football player.
Oh, weird. Anyway, Disneyland Paris, they're celebrating the release of Captain America: Brave New World, which is kind of funny because it's in Paris. But they've got all sorts of special food, photo ops, and other experiences. Of course, you can see Sam Wilson. He's been there, but I'm sure he'll have a increased presence as the movie opens. And this includes both in Adventures Campus, they have some special food, as well as over at the Disney Hotel New York, the Art of Marvel, including some specialty cocktails and other items, including one that I wish that they told me what it is. It just looks like a giant marshmallow. So let's see that just a little further down.
Right there.
Is that just a big marshmallow, or what do you think that is?
What the heck? It looks like a giant marshmallow with a shield on top. I don't know. Now we ask your friend, I forgot her name.
Edith?
Starts with an E.
Edith,
yes. Ask your friend Edith to let us know.
That word that starts with E. We keep landing on those.
I'm sure she will find out. I'll probably see it on her TikTok, her monthly TikTok. That what's new at Disneyland Paris. That's very good. Cool. And speaking of Disneyland Paris, they have a new attraction key. They keep doing these cool attraction keys. This is another of the jumbo ones, just like their last one for Sleeping Beauty Castle. This one is celebrating Phantom Manor. This is going to be released on Friday, February 21st, but you can purchase it on the L'Inberté ticketing website Wednesday, February 19th. Among the details is the name Ravenswood Estate engraved on the key. So you can kind of see it there, which is the setting for the ride. This will cost you €59, which right now is about $61.40.
So I'm going to read the part of this first story, and then I'm going to make a confession. So we got news that the first ever Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, I skipped the story. I will do this story, and then I'll read the other one, and then make my confession. This is at Tokyo Disney.
Oh, no, we're back here. Okay.
We'll go back to Tokyo. Sorry. Tokyo Disney Resort is celebrating the 20th anniversary of Duffy and Friends at the resort. This celebration will start on April 8th and go all the way till March 19th of next year. And, of course, includes plenty of special decor, merchandise, food, including these plush charms of the characters holding special cases that will have one of 20 different patches that are being designed for the anniversary. There's all sorts of anniversary plushes, churro wrappers. So even if you're just getting a snack, you can get a bonus souvenir there in the form of Duffy and Friends.
Oh my goodness.
And then there's a popcorn bucket that is actually looks like it would hold popcorn and is a bucket, and then other special sets and stuff. So yeah, big celebration, Tokyo Disney Sea. If you're a Duffy fan, that's where you want to be.
I think the kids, I'm using this word right, Tokyo is so extra.
It is extra. It's very extra. But now for the thing that I was talking about before, the first ever Mickey Mouse Clubhouse interactive exhibit is coming to the Children's Museum of Indianapolis later this month. I kept reading this as Children's Hospital, and I was waiting for is this just for patients? Do people from outside get to go and maybe the benefits the hospital? And then I'm like, oh no, it says museum. So Disney does a lot of things at children's hospitals. That's just where my mind went. But anyway, this experience will be opening in Indianapolis February 22nd and going through September of this year. And then it's going to be traveling to other museums across the country through 2029. You can engage in creative problem solving, counting, understanding sequences, practicing empathy, and enjoying music and rhythm as part of these interactive exhibits. And even Toodles and the Handy Helper will be part of it. So,
would have loved this. Would have loved this.
Your son were only about
13,
12 years younger.
Yeah. 12 years ago would have loved this because my son was a huge fan of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. And guess what? It's coming back. Today's not his birthday. It's coming back. Monday's his birthday. The latest iteration of the acclaimed Disney Junior series Mickey Mouse Clubhouse set to arrive this summer under a new name. Are you ready for this, Kyle? They spent a long time. They focus grouped it. They worked on it. It is going to be called Mickey Mouse Clubhouse Plus. That did not load right. That's okay. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse Plus is what it's going to be called. What happened to that picture? That's
formerly Mickey Mouse Clubhouse 2.0 was the working title. So they really
it is an upgrade. It is an upgrade in name. So it's going to be coming back, announced in 2023. But it will be coming back this summer with all the original favorites. So presumably Toodles will be there, and Mickey, Minnie, Pete, all the rest. And happy to see this great show. My son grew up on Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. He can definitely at least used to be able to do the hot dog dance. I don't know if he still can. It's going to be around for not only my children, but yours, Kyle.
Thank you.
And I've had my share of bad reviews. I still remember my first good one, though. Everything else in this production of Our Town was simply terrible. Joey Tribbiani was abysmal.
And speaking of abysmal.
Sorry.
Okay, Alex did a review of the Moana 2 digital release. You can now buy it on digital. His headline is that the home video release goes beyond expectations with great bonus features. His subhead is Moana's grand return comes home with spectacular sound and picture. And his conclusion, Moana 2 is the first sequel to Disney's 2016 musical hit, but it won't be the last. With threads left intentionally hanging, Disney will inevitably give fans a reason to revisit Moana 2. Hitting most of the beats fans would want from a sequel, the film offers a satisfying next adventure for Maui and Moana, and the digital home video release is a winner, delivering great picture and sound quality plus a worthwhile assortment of bonus features. So if you want to see the movie, or you like the movie and want to have a digital version of it until they take it away from you, you can buy it right now.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Oh, okay.
And the rest.
All right, finishing off the news of the day, ESPN and U.S.A. and that partnership. ESPN has announced their commentating teams, the people that will talk to you as the game goes on, for the 2025 season. Commentating did not sound right. I believe it's commentators, and I would have had to clarify.
So anyway, it says on screen.
Exactly. Next time I should read instead of ad lib. Whoa, we have Tony here.
Whoa.
I mean, it was a 10-episode series, so assuming there was like 4 to 5 episodes of the feature, there's still half season left. Tony loved Moana 2. Absolutely loved it. All right. Anyway, their teams will be Joe Tessitore, Jordan Rogers, no relation to Aaron, Tom Luganbill, and Sam Acho. Team 2, Mark Jones, Roy Philpott, Roddy Jones, Cole Kubelik, and Harry Douglas. I don't know why Team 2 has to have 5 people. And Team 3, Lowell Galindo, Kirk Morrison, Eric McLean, and Aaron Murray. I know 2 of those names.
Why no Rob Riggle?
I don't know. So these will be broadcast ABC, ESPN, ESPN2, ESPN Deportes. All games will also be available on ESPN Plus. There was a 22-game slate. You think the Super Bowl just ended and you're done with football for a while, and you probably are because no one really cares about this. But if you are a diehard football fan, you will be.
No, go Battlehawks.
As I said, no one really cares about this. But ESPN is doing what they can to support. And last week, or earlier this week, I'm really not sure. We talked recently, we showed the new DCA popcorn bucket, and it was cool. Well, they have a new one at Disneyland now as well. And this one features stylized art from Joey Chow. It features characters and imagery from a number of Disneyland attractions and landmarks. However, as Tony points out, Tony, I know you're out there. I am quoting you. This is a decidedly different look from the bucket we spotted at DCA, which features a more traditional style and the DCA logo. Thus, we find it hard to believe it's the companion piece to the bucket. This one just says Disney Parks on it, So Walt Disney World locals, heads up. This might be coming to you too.
This is a bucket-shaped bucket.
Yeah, this is actually made for popcorn. So
weird.
There you go.
So the Bob Dylan biopic, A Complete Unknown, is still playing in theaters. It will come to digital soon. But Mike got to go to a special event in Hollywood. This was at the Kiosk-O-Tech on Sunset Boulevard. The event was sponsored by Gibson, and it was basically a vinyl listening party for the soundtrack, which sees Timothy Shamalama. What's his name? I seriously just lost his name. I was going to say Timothy Oliphant, and I know that is not correct.
That I know it's not him. Chalamet.
Timothy Chalamet singing Bob Dylan songs on the soundtrack. So they played that. There was a bunch of other Complete Unknown merchandise featuring Timothy Chalamet. So yeah, you can read all about that and see photos from the exhibit on there. And then, of course, you can listen to the soundtrack on Spotify or buy the vinyl wherever you buy vinyls.
I wonder if Bob Dylan songs have ever been heard on vinyl before. This was like a first.
I think they might have. I don't know. They don't have quite the same. Hey. The fun stuff.
Kyle does Dylan.
Yeah. Santa so there's been long lines for the Boxo at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Everyone wants to see the baby tiger, but hey, you can buck the crowd and go check out these Malayan great Argus pheasants chicks that were just born. You can catch these at the Maharaja Jungle Trek. And Doobie, he calls a fascinating fact. I'll let you know if it's fun or not. You'll have to tell me. The female pheasant are responsible for raising the young, and the chicks become independent quickly. Is that a fascinating fact?
No. It's just called Animal Life. Who wrote this thing?
Dr. Mark.
Oh, that was written by Dr. Mark.
Yeah.
I thought that was just put in there by Eric. Okay.
No, I think he quoted Dr. Mark on that one.
He did. Okay. No, that's not. That's just life. All right.
It's just birds.
One more thing, because Disney World is now just the place where you go to see cute baby animals. This was going to be a pocket pick until I saw this was around fun stuff. And people are now flocking to see the cute little baby manatees over at the Living Seas. Oh, my goodness. Who cares about a theme park? We've got baby animals all over the place.
I like it. Oh, I guess I have to talk about this.
It's yours.
Speaking of Captain America: Brave New World from earlier, Disneyland Paris, as they get to do cool drone things, did cool drone things to celebrate the release of the new movie.
Wow, this is cool.
So yeah, there's projections. Look at that, Captain America flying in the sky.
Was this for the audience?
Throwing things. I don't know if it had an audience. Wow. Sometimes they just do it for small groups or whatever. So I don't know if this was a public thing or if it was just. So the hotel we stay at, when we were there for the opening of Avengers Campus, as we were walking back to our hotel, we'd see some stuff. You couldn't get a good view of it, but you could see that there were definitely drones in the sky doing stuff.
That is cool.
We need them.
That is cool. And because Paris is the name of the game, we have a lot of Paris stories today. My pocket pick also comes from Paris. We've seen tons of pictures before of Paris in the snow, but this is my first time seeing video of Paris snowing. And I remember being in this very spot just about a year ago, and it's just cool. That's the place that broke my neck. It's just cool. Not broke my neck, but I do have whiplash. It's cool to
Paris
see the snow
in the snow.
Actually falling on it.
That is.
That is from I'm a Merci Disney on TikTok. So that is cool. All right, we've reached the portion of the show where we find out just how smart Kyle is or is not by finding out what happened on this day in Disney history. The first one I'm just going to tell you, you would not guess this, but wow, on this day in 2004, 21 years ago, Rebecca and I stood in the cold in front of Disney California Adventure and saw the comedian Gallagher, if you remember him, as they lit the marquee.
Was that a smashing good time?
As they lit the marquee for the still under construction Tower of Terror for the first time and had a contest to see who could scream the loudest. I believe the late widow of, the widow of the late Rod Serling was there. I don't know if she's still alive, so I'm not calling her late. But anyway, that happened 21 years ago today. But
are you sure it was the real Gallagher or was it his brother?
Actually, I believe in hindsight, we may have found out it was not the real Gallagher. But at the time, we thought it was the real Gallagher. But I'm not sure. I could be mistaken on that.
Did he bring some of his inventions?
I remember almost nothing about that event. Oh, what I do remember, I believe it was this event. They gave us this really, or at least the invitation for it was this really cool elevator thing that when you pulled it open, it screamed. Ah! It was kind of cool, or lightning, or some loud noise. But it was susceptible to like lightning and stuff. So we would just have it laying around, and all of a sudden you just hear it out of nowhere. The first time that happened, that scared us to death. All right. On this day in 2013, a movie came out, live action. A trickster was swept far away to a land full of wonder and sway. He faked wizard might, but to set things right, found courage to truly display.
Is that Oz the Great and Powerful?
Look at Kyle go. You have a chance for a perfect score. If you get a perfect score, you have to come on live and talk to me live on.
I like that Disney put this in one of the rotating banners at the top of Disney Plus when Wicked came out. Just trying to trick people, like blockbuster movies back in the day where you get like the knockoff movies.
That's smart. Good job, Fred. Good job. Could we please end the show by showing the Disney Plus top 10? Yeah, we'll do that just for you, Fred Ramirez.
After we'll talk about Paradise, and we'll.
Yeah. All right, 2015 DCOM. I'm going to give you all the hints in the world. Starred Laura Marano and Lee Allen Baker.
Okay.
There once was a girl with a plight. Her bad hair gave her quite a fright. With a cop by her side, a wild chase would ride to fix prom and make things all right.
Prom Pact?
Oh, great guess. Not right, but great guess.
Bad Hair Day?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Kyle's 2 for 2 today. You've heard of this movie?
I wasn't sure if I had or not. I'm like, well, I know you also tell the prompt not to include the title. But no, it sounds vaguely familiar. And it's also the name of a Weird Al record.
All right. Oh, that's right. It is. Is it Bad Hair Day?
Amish Paradise. Yeah, he's got the Coolio.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sure you're right. So 2015, 2013. That's all we got today. Paradise.
Paradise. So at the
end,
spoilers.
We're not.
Oh, we're not spoiling? I won't say what it is, but at the end, I thought of Kenny Rogers Roasters.
Yes, I did not, but I should have. That was awesome. So are you liking this ride we're on?
Yeah.
Do you love it? I mean, to me, this is.
I don't overthink shows. Like I am very much. You ask if I enjoy the ride. That's how I view these things, including like the MCU, where it's like it's just a ride. Like I don't get too hung up on things. I'm like, especially in the MCU, it's like it's another chapter of a book. When we get to the end, then I'll assess it and tell you what I think. But
I like the mystery. I don't try to solve the mystery. I don't spend my life thinking about the mystery, but I love that there is a mystery, that there's a lot going on here. It makes me so happy. And every week finding out just another piece and another piece. And then when it's over and it doesn't make any sense, I'm not going to care.
Yeah.
Who would win in a fight, a baby tiger versus a baby manatee? That is a great question.
I mean, I guess it depends on venue, correct?
Yeah, exactly. That 100% depends on me. All right. We had a request for a look at the Disney Plus top 10. I'll check out mine, Kyle. You can check and see if you have any exceptions to my TV 14 version. But let's go. We've got Spider-Man, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, still number 1. Little Mermaid, I believe, was number 2 earlier in the week. High Potential, still doing well. I think they had their finale or at least a break episode. I don't know. Don't speculate, Doobie. Then the Avengers trio, like we always get. The Lion King, Beauty and the Beast, Civil War, and another Avengers. Good. 4 out of the 10 are Avengers. 5 are MCU.
Wow.
Crazy.
I have
and then
Paradise,
which isn't even MCU.
Paradise is at number 2, and I will say, as I logged on, I see that the first thing is a Brave New World special look. So I would not be surprised if that works its way into the top 10 as people think that Disney Plus is putting on premium movies.
7 of these 10 are Marvel. 6 MCU.
The MCU's dead, Doobie. I don't know.
It is.
Don't know if you heard.
Dead. It is so not dead. That is insane. Okay. Thanks for joining us. We will be back for the special Friday show.
It is 10 o'clock, so let me just do a quick refresh just in case. Not seeing anything.
Good point.
Oh,
Jeremiah,
his page is down. That's fun.
is
Thanks.
Jeremiah still at Hollywood Studios? Is he still taking pictures?
Let's hope so.
All right. So stay tuned to our Twitter as Jeremiah is at Hollywood Studios. Yeah, and we have a live blog going right now, which is actually got a lot of cool stuff on there.
Yes, after I fixed it.
We have a deleted tweet.
Oh no, I keep forgetting I need to. So inside LP, I filled out the sheet and I copy the tag that I made and try to put that in, but it's in a different text, and by not clearing the text formatting, it breaks the live blog. It just shows an error. So
he's got
that's
a picture. Fun. They're filming a commercial for the Villain Show, and he was able to get a picture of that. Kind of cool. Yeah. So check out that live blog. It's there right now, and he's got some cool stuff.
It's good to be bad. But we'll be back tomorrow when I'll get to quiz Doobie on Disney history.
And
it'll be Valentine's Day.
It'll be Valentine's Day. So Kyle will be anxious to get off here and shower his love with love.
She won't be home till 5 o'clock, so I don't know what you're talking about.
No, prepare. Get the the rose petals all over the place, the candles lit.
You give me too much credit, buddy.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.